Okay, second video of the day. This is this week. This was filmed the same time that I filmed last week's video. I'm on my way to. I'm running a lot of errands today, and this is my errand day. Yeah, I'm at my doing my yearly physical. I always try to do a physical at the beginning of the year, and this is my day of my physical. I did a video, and I'll again replay it, post it out there, where I had went to the doctor for my physical. It was basically stating how you should keep up with your body, how you should keep your health going. So I went to the doctor. The last couple of years, he's been saying, I'm getting close to being pre-diabetic. And last year, I hit it. I hit the, hey, you're pre-diabetic, you're overweight. It just seemed like everything was coming, like crashing down. Dental issues. I've been having dental issues for a couple of years now. And it's not that with the dental thing, it's not that I'm breaking down or anything. It's what I've done to my body over the years. Meaning, what have I been putting into my body? What I've been putting in my mouth and chewing to ruin my teeth over the years. My teeth are still good, a little yellow because I've been drinking matcha, which is a tea which has caffeine, which can stain your teeth, like coffee. But anyway, went to the doctor last year, and he said, "Yeah, pre-diabetic." He told me I had to take some pills, and I'm starting to show signs of. I hope my camera's level here. Starting to show some signs of arthritis. I'm not sure if it. I'm not going to say I'm not sure, but I know that I believe my dad had it. I think my mom had it. My siblings have it. So I know it's kind of a genetic thing. But it doesn't stop me from doing things. It's just exercising and stuff. It's now a little difficult because of the pain that I go through. But I push through it. So anyway, the reason why I'm putting this video out is because, again, I'm here at the doctor today, 2026. First visit, my physical for the year. Last year, when I had that news, I decided, hey, I got to get in shape, because he goes, oh, I'm going to put you on some medication to help you combat the prediabetes and this and that. I knew that I got myself into this situation. I knew how I got myself into this situation. Is eating wrong foods, eating unhealthy foods, eating fast foods. And in my mind, I was always thinking, oh, I'm not eating a lot of that stuff. It doesn't take a lot. I'm going to tell you one thing. Carbs are a killer. Carbs can destroy you. Carbs turns into sugar, and it can mess with your insulin. Eating all that type of food, sweets, a lot of foods that have a lot of carbs. No, I did not go on a carb diet. No, I didn't go on a diet. I know everybody would say, oh, you went on a diet. No, I did not go on a diet. I went back to how I used to eat. That's what I did. I did not, when I was healthy, and I'll show you a picture here, I did not go on a diet. I started drinking more water. I just totally cut. I mean, I only time I drank pop is when I would eat dinner or when I would go out to dinner. But even at home, I had cut pop back a lot. Last year, I think maybe I drank 3, maybe 4 cups of regular pop. Other than that, I started drinking that zero sugar, but now I'm getting off of that because that's not good. But and that I started drinking towards the end of 2025. I was drinking a lot of water in 2025, a lot of water. I was going through probably about probably about 40 ounces or more of water a day. So yeah, I if anything, that's the only thing I changed. That's a diet change that I did, because I never really drank a lot of water back then like that. I used to drink a lot of milk, and to be honest with you, now as I'm older, that's another issue: lactose intolerance. Who knew that I would become lactose intolerant? I used to drink gallons of milk. But anyway, milk is not all that great for you either, especially if you're not drinking it in moderations. But anyway, I went back to the way that I was eating. And another thing I started doing was I had to figure out, because I've got back issues. So I had to figure out how to do cardio work without affecting my back, because whenever I walked too long or ran or whatever it would be, my back would just get messed up. I didn't know that part of that was the weight. I was 260 pounds. Yeah, 260 pounds. That's my top weight. I was right at 260. That's when I did my physical, right around that time in 2025. Maybe 255, but I was at 260 by the time I started my go back to how I used to be journey. So I started walking, got a treadmill, and I walk about 3 miles a day on this treadmill. I don't program it for miles. I program it for calories, and the burn 500 calories with that is about 3 miles. So a little bit, probably an hour and 10, 20 minutes, I think it is. It takes me about an hour and 10, 20 minutes. I was doing it every day up until, I think I started when February, March. I think that's when I got the treadmill in 2025. And I was doing that walk every day, all the way up till, I want to say maybe August. And then I cut back, and I do not do it on Sunday. You got to give your body a rest with whatever you do, whatever exercise, workout you do. Don't sit up here and watch all these people who are on steroids and think that they're some type of fitness guru trainer. Do what's best for your body. That's the best thing to do. Do what's best for your body. And my body I found out that if I walked, my back wasn't affecting me. Even at that 260 pounds, if I did it just to walk, because when I used to run, walk, and that would mess my back up. Then I started realizing I could walk. Now, I was in some major pain. I have to say that I was in some pain at first with my back. But as I started shedding the pounds, my back stopped hurting. And that let me know that it wasn't the walking that was doing it. It was that excess weight as I was walking. Yeah, if I run, my back still can kind of go out, because your muscles go along your spine. And my muscles along my spine, there's one side that's stronger than the other, so I'll twitch like this and throw my spine out, pinching nerves. That's where my pain comes in. I don't know how to really adjust it, because honestly, the muscles, there's one set on both sides of your spine. I hear a lot of therapists, oh, you got to do this, you got to do this. I went through that therapy thing. And my back did not get better. It was getting worse after I got through with therapy. No. If you're in pain, if you're in chronic pain, physical therapy isn't the thing to do. You need to find out what's causing that pain and fix that pain. Don't band-aid it, fix it. Anything in life, don't band-aid things, fix them. So that was one of the things I started doing, was walking. And this is, if you're wondering how I shedded the weight that I'm about to tell you, these are the things I did. And then, of course, like I said, I went back to eating the way I used to eat, and that's a lot healthier. Some people are going to say, oh, you did the carb diet. No, it's not a carb diet. I didn't eat a lot of carbs back when I was single. My wife brought pasta in my life. Pasta has a lot of carbs. My meals when I was single, and this is nothing to knock my wife brought in a lot more nutritious things that I'm eating now than I did when I was single. Good woman. God bless her. Anyway, yeah, I started eating how I used to eat back then. I would eat more protein, a lot less carbs, and I would implement more fiber, like I used to back in the day. I didn't know I did until I looked at the foods I used to eat. It was fiber and protein. No, I didn't. I'm not doing a protein diet or anything like that. That's just how I do it. And I do not do a lot of protein because too much protein is bad for you too. People say it isn't, but it is. You got to do things in moderation. Do things that is best for your body. So I changed that up and went back to the way I used to eat, and I cut back on sweets. I am addicted to sweets. Yeah, that's why I got my wife. Anyway, yeah, I like to eat sweets, and I had to stop doing that again, because back then I was buying groceries for myself. When you have a family, you tend to buy more sweets and things of that nature, not just for you, but for your significant other and your children. So that's where a lot of this comes into. And then as a parent, you tend to eat the foods that your child doesn't eat. So that's extra stuff. So I cut back on that. I mean, just a lot of stuff. And I didn't just do this for me. My family is doing this. My wife and my kids is pushed in all. That's why I say, like in a previous marriage, I got a good woman, because she's supportive and she is doing the same thing. She's with me on this because she wants to be here to see grandkids as well. So with the walking and with the change of eating, going back to the way I used to eat, I was dropping the weight quickly. Then I started doing push-ups. I do 100 push-ups 3 times a week. That's it, just 100 push-ups. You don't have to do a bunch of them, just 100, just to keep your body, your muscles going. And I do dumbbell curls. I only work out with dumbbells. So cardio is a little bit of cardio, a little bit of calisthenics, and just light weight training. Not a lot. And I feel a lot better. So a lot of you are probably saying, so what's my daily routine? My daily routine is this. I walk my 3 miles every day except for Sunday. So I walk 3 miles 6 out of 7 days. I do my push-ups 3 out of 7. I alternate. I do my curls 3 out of 7. That's it. I was thinking about doing pull-ups and things of that nature. I tell you, pull-ups, anything that you do, don't sit up here and see somebody doing pull-ups or this or that. It's a technique. If you get the technique down, you could do it. I haven't figured out the technique. People are saying, hang, do this, do that, do this. I've got bone spurs on my elbows, which rub against my muscle, and it makes my arms like really mess up. So I got to be careful on what type of workout I do to really aggravate that, because my arms will be killing me, not because of the weight training, but because of that bone spur rubbing up against my muscle. So I tend to not want to do too much, and you shouldn't be doing too much, and especially when you're getting older. Your body's got to recoup. It's got to repair itself. So that's why I do 3 times a week, and I alternate. Even when you look into weight training and stuff, and I took a weight training class like in college, you're supposed to do a push-pull technique. Even when you see some bodybuilders, even when you see people training and stuff, they do push-pull because they need those muscles to recoup over one day. So if you hear people going to the gym every day, it's because they're doing push-pull every day, and they're not doing the same process of weight training every day. They alternate, they change the way that they're doing it. I don't need that. I'm not trying to be Mr. Muscles. I'm not trying to be Hercules. I just want to be healthy and fit. So that's why I don't do a lot of stuff. Especially when I was younger, I used to do quite a bit of stuff, and it's not worth it. It is not worth it. You're just going to grow old, get older, and trust me, if you're not trying to be a famous sports guy or whatever like that, forget it. Just do what you need to do to stay healthy. Anyway, I forgot to say this, because again, I just want to babble. And I will, after I get through with the doctor, I'll let you know what he stated about my health, if I'm still pre-diabetic, and if I have to be on, if he wants me to go on that medication. But I'm not going to go on a medication. I'm going to watch my sugar count to get off this diabetes, because it can't be pre-diabetes, because it can't be reversed. It's not an illness that you can carry for the rest of your life. You just need to control your eating habits. Anyway, I forgot to say this. This is the last thing that I started doing towards the end of the year of 2025. I started the fasting. 24-hour fasting, 32-hour fasting. I did those. The longest I fast was for, I think it was 2 days. I think I did do it for 2. I know for a fact I did it for 2 days. 48 hours I did not eat. That was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I'm not going to do that again. I will fast for 24 hours, maybe 32 hours, but I'm not going to do it for 2 days again. Now, the reason why I do the fasting is because it does, I really do feel the change in my body. It eats away the toxins. It gets rid of all the toxins in your body. And it recharges, it resets itself. I feel it in my heart and my soul. After I do it, I do just feel like my body has been cleansed. I did the colon thing before all of this, and the colon doctor said my colon's clean. It's clean. So that cleansing is going to help that out too. That's your body reset. Stop eating for 1 day, for 24 hours, and let it recharge. Let it purge some of that stuff out of your system. It helps too. So the last thing I'm going to say is this. Well, this is the last thing. The last thing is going to be my results after my visit here. But the last thing right now that I'm going to say is, people are probably wondering, how long did it take me to lose the weight? And that's what you're wondering, how much weight I lost. So I went from 260 to my lowest was 193, I think it was. Now I fluctuate between 195 and 198. It all depends on what I eat. If I eat bread, I'm at 198. Anything with a lot of carbs, it spikes. It spikes, and I see it. I definitely see it. If I eat carb type items, high carb content items, chips, pop, if I drink a lot of pop, which I don't, anything of that nature, my weight spikes. And if I feel sluggish and just bad. So I would say focus on the carb count that you eat. All of our food has carbs in it. Just horrible carbs. Even the healthy foods, because there was one time when I was eating, I thought I was eating healthy food. Then when I looked at the carb count on it, oh my gosh. We went out to dinner one day, and I stopped eating out. I don't like to eat out. I'm sorry, I'm saying more than what I said, but will be the last thing. Me and my wife went to eat out, and that's why I don't like to eat out. And I looked at the menu, and it was some type of salad I had gotten. Oh, salmon salad. And in the next video, I'll tell you what I ate or what I eat. So the salmon salad was over 1,200 calories, I think it was. And it had a high carb content. And I'm like, how can lettuce, salmon, and some dressing, especially being salmon, have such high calorie content? It was amazing. And then I had a pop with it. I tell you, I got home, bam, my weight flew up. It flew up. It was like at 190. I think I started the morning out because I weigh myself in the morning and at night. It went from 194, I think it was, or 195, all the way up to 199. I'm telling you, carbs are killer. Carbs are a killer. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video. Well, not end this video, but end right here. When I get through with the doctor, I'll tag on what he said. And that will be the end of the video. And I will do another video telling you what I eat the following week, next week. So with that, let's go in and see what the doctor says. So done with the doctor. He was shocked that I lost the 60 pounds in just a short time. And the nurses are asking, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? Yeah, they thought I took those shots. I forgot what you call those shots. But anyway, they were impressed, and they said, good job. So that's a good thing. He said, pretty much looks like since I lost all that weight, he goes, the 60 pounds, he goes, everything should look good. Still with the high blood pressure. Don't know why. Don't know why I have that. But I do know that some of my family members have it. So, oh well. Blood test will come in either tomorrow or Monday. Have a good one, and see you next week.